Hi everybody, my name's Jacob Martinez and this is YouTube's number 2 favorite show, JTAS. Because number 1 of course is the watch. But we're number 2, yeah, give it up, okay, stop giving it up. I'm your host, Jacob, and as the name implies, I'm gonna talk about stuff. You don't have me to thank for this show, you have a bunch of people that kept bothering me about making new videos to thank. And to all you people that have been bothering me, thank you. I love you. I love that as such a small, tiny YouTuber who never puts out videos, people still like me and want me to put out videos. I really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I appreciate it so much that I'm going to put your names right here. Whatever handles you want, I'm putting them here. Find these people at their places that they want to be found. Follow them, like them. They're great people. All right, now let's get into the show. JTAS! Woo! Yeah! All right, my neighbors hate me. Here we go. Again, I'm your host, Jacob, and as the name implies, I'm here to talk about stuff. What kind of stuff? Well, it's just gonna be whatever kind of stuff I feel like talking about. Today, I picked the topic, but in future episodes, it's very likely that we're just gonna take topics from the comments. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, comment below. Honestly, you're probably one of the only people, so there's a very good chance I'm gonna talk about your topic. So comment below. I'm already out of ideas, please comment. Just kidding, I'm not out of ideas. All right, the first idea is of course chosen by me because no one knew about the show until me this morning. I chose playing cards. I've been thinking a lot about playing cards lately because I'm a weirdo. Watch this. This is very cool. Oh, fuck. One more time. Watch this. Whew. So that's not a very professional way of shuffling cards, but it is very cool. My girlfriend even said it's impressive. She changed her mind after I did it about 400 times though. I don't really know what this show is or where it's going, so actually we're gonna kind of let it evolve by itself. We're gonna see where this show takes us. And today all I have planned for you is I'm gonna give you a few fun facts about playing cards and I'm gonna say goodbye. So yeah, fun fact number 1. The design of playing cards is actually very intentional and if you ask me, very cool. If you look at the back of playing cards, this pattern is actually very important. You'll notice these tiny little black things. I mean, every design is different, but the whole point of this design is to hide marks, scuffs, and little things that happen. You may not think about it very often, but it's actually very important that all these playing cards look exactly the same on the back because most games, like for instance poker, it's very important that your opponents not know what cards you're holding, and if there was some kind of mark that would make you know what card it is, then the whole point of the game would be destroyed. Because if they know what cards you have, then they know what cards you have. So if I take this playing card and I mark it with a pen, let's look at that real close. You see that little pen mark? It's actually kind of a little bit too obvious. Well, I'll try to like get rid of it with my finger. All right, that's a little bit better. You see it? You can still kind of see it, all right? It's right there. But it's much harder to notice, and that's the point. You can imagine if the card was blank, like just white, then the tiniest little mark would be very, very obvious, but thanks to these complicated patterns and all these stray little like random marks, much easier to hide little markings. Still hard to tell what this is. It's a 3 spades, anybody? If you wanted to cheat your friends in any kind of card game that you guys play at home, it's actually not that hard if you guys are playing with an old deck of cards that's really been used up. The thing is that once they get used up, they get small little markings of wear that are unique on each card, and when you get to know which cards those are, then you have a big advantage because you can see if someone's holding a card that has the tiny little pen mark that someone accidentally put at a game 5 years ago, then you know that they've got the Queen of Diamonds or whatever that card may be. So if you are a sneaky little cheat, then that's one technique you can use. Another thing that's very interesting is the corner of these playing cards. You see, cards, if they had a perfect corner, like a sharp corner that went just, you know, straight, it would be very easy to damage, and as a matter of fact, it would get damaged quite quickly, and that's kind of the same thing as putting a pen mark or marking a card because a damaged corner is easy to notice. Like if this corner is folded like this, and I'm holding these 2 cards, you know that this is the Queen of Hearts, you know, I might as well be holding it like this, you know? It's like, so these corners are just slightly rounded and that actually makes them very tough. So surprisingly tough. Much tougher than a straight corner, because no matter how much you bump these corners on things, they hold up to it pretty well. You can put these corners through a lot before you'll notice that something's up with them. Look at these things. Oh, frick. All right, well, see, the corner lasted, right? The corner made it. The card ripped, but the corner made it. The corners are tough, and that's thanks to their rounding. Check this out. I've got a little cardboard box here, and look, this had a perfect corner, and look how worn out that corner is. That's just because it was straight. If it was round, it would be much tougher. I'm gonna take some scissors to this corner and round it out. Look at this round corner. I can do stuff to it, and it takes it. Look at this corner. It's fricked up. It's very easy to frick up. It was already kind of fricked up before I even started fricking it up. Look at that. And look at this. Toughy. Real toughy. Rounded corners, very important on playing cards. Marks and wear are actually so important that at casinos, where it's very, very important to the casino that the cards don't get marked, they replace the decks of cards every day at every table. As a matter of fact, sometimes more than every day. Fun fact about me, both my parents were casino dealers for 10 plus years, maybe even 20. I really don't know. This is just so cool. Let me go. Look at that. Bang! Bang! Anytime. Bang! 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 Actually, this shuffling is really not professional because it reveals a lot when you're like in your hand like this. Like, look, you can see this 7 of hearts, and then you can see this queen of hearts. There's the 7 again. I'm showing you like every freaking card going down here. And then you can see what's on the bottom now, which is still the 7 of hearts. So that's why it's not very professional. Next fun fact is, if you take the jokers out of a deck, the standard deck of playing cards that we all accept, know, and love today has 52 cards. And what is fascinating about 52 cards is the number of ways you can arrange these cards is astronomically, it's gigantic. Just how huge is that number? Well, a very cool data scientist by the name of Czepiel came up with this little explanation that kind of will allow you to visualize just how huge that number is. It goes kind of like this. So you got this number, that's the number of possible combinations of this deck of cards. Imagine you had that many seconds on a timer and it was counting down. Here's something you can do in that time. Find yourself the equator of the Earth and stand on it. Now, do nothing for 1 billion years. 1 billion. That's a long time. After a billion years, take one step forward, going on the equator. Do you see where I'm going with this? Now, wait another billion years. 1 billion. Just wait. After that billion years, take one more step. I mean, you're gonna go all the way around the Earth, waiting 1 billion years between every step. That's a long time, right? Don't even think that you're even close to done. You're not even close to done. Listen. Once you're around the Earth, take 1 drop of water, 1 drop, out of the Pacific Ocean. That's the biggest ocean, by the way. Take 1 drop and put it somewhere else. Take it out of the ocean. Now, start over with going around the Earth, which that takes so long. Do it again. Go all the way around the Earth again. Once you get back, take another drop out of the Pacific Ocean. You see where I'm going with this again, don't you? All right, once you empty the entire Pacific Ocean, you think you're done. You're not even close. Now that you've done all that, take a piece of paper and put it on the ground. Now, you're not even close to done, okay? Get back to work. You're walking around the world. First of all, you refill the Pacific Ocean. Now you're walking around the world again, and you're emptying the whole thing again. And once you do all of that, again, take another piece of paper and place it down on top of the first. And then do all of that. Do it again and again. And keep making that stack of paper tall. Keep doing that until the stack of paper reaches the sun. Ignore all practical reasons why this whole scenario is impossible. So your stack of papers has reached the sun. The timer's out, right? No, of course not. Goodness sake, no. Gosh, no, it's not. It's not even close. As a matter of fact, you can do that, the whole thing, reaching the sun with pieces of paper. You can do that 3,000 more times. The whole thing, 3,000 more times, and then the time will run out. People long story short, that number is huge. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. What's this called? JTAS. JTAS. Yes. Woo! Jacob talks about stuff. We really talked about some stuff today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Comment. What do you want to talk about in the next video? I'm already out of ideas. What do you want to talk about in the next video? Comment below. I love you. Thanks again. Have a great day. Follow my peeps. Follow my peeps on the twits, on the snaps, whatever they got. Follow them. Don't ever throw scissors. Ever. Catch you on the flip side. This has been Jacob. Goodbye. Sorry, I'm recording this a little bit after finishing recording all that, but here's a little mini bonus fun fact for you that's gonna make you very popular at parties. And it's about the shuffling. If you see your friend shuffling like this, tell them to knock it the frick off, because this ain't good shuffling. In order to get the same amount of randomness as 7 shuffles like this, you'd have to do this. Guess how many times? 10,000. You'd have to do it 10,000 times. That's a lot more. If you're playing a friendly game at a house party, then I guess it's not a big deal. But if you're playing with strangers that you don't know and don't trust, then riffle's the way to go.